Hey, welcome back to the Brand Verb. I'm Sebastian Samuel, and this is part of our leadership series where we explore what it really means to lead with clarity, connection, and purpose. All right, let's get real today because this one might make you a little uncomfortable. And that's the point. We're talking about something most leaders aren't taught, but absolutely need to learn. Vulnerability. Yep, that word. The one that makes some people squirm. But hear me out. Because vulnerability isn't weakness. Vulnerability is power. Vulnerability is leadership. Vulnerability is human. Let's get into it. Let's start with a myth that needs to go. That in order to be a strong leader, you have to have all the answers. Be tough, unshakable, perfect. You know that vibe? Don't let them see you sweat. Never show doubt. Always be in control. But here's the truth. People don't connect with perfect.
Bye.
They connect with real. And when you're constantly performing strength, you miss out on something deeper. Trust. Because trust isn't built by being untouchable. It's built by being relatable. Let's clear this up. Being vulnerable doesn't mean oversharing. It doesn't mean crying in every meeting. It doesn't mean saying, I don't know, every time you're unsure. It means being honest. It means being human. It means saying, I messed up, or I'm working through this, or I hear you and I don't have all the answers yet. That kind of openness, that's what makes your team lean in. That's what creates psychological safety. That's what builds culture. Let me tell you something personal. There was a point in my journey where I had to admit to myself and to my team that I was burnt out. I didn't want to say it out loud. I thought, if I say I'm struggling, what will they think of me? But eventually I sat down and said, look, I'm not showing up the way I want to. I need to pause, realign, and come back stronger. And you know what happened? Nobody judged me. They respected me more. They stepped up. We got real and we got better together. That's the power of vulnerability. It invites people in. When you model vulnerability, you give your team permission to do the same. They start speaking up sooner. They bring you problems before they explode. They admit mistakes, share ideas, take risks. Because they know the culture isn't built on fear. It's built on trust. That's how innovation happens. That's how loyalty forms. That's how people grow. And let's be real. People don't leave jobs. They leave toxic cultures. And nothing grows a healthy culture like honest, vulnerable leadership. Here's a twist. Being vulnerable actually makes you stronger. Because when you're honest about your limits, you avoid burnout. When you admit you don't have it all figured out, you invite collaboration. When you listen instead of perform, you create space for trust. Strong leadership isn't about looking unbreakable. It's about being resilient, real, and rooted in who you are. If you're wondering how to actually lead with vulnerability without getting too raw, too fast, here are some tips. 1. Start with yourself. Check in. Are you pretending you're fine when you're not? Give yourself permission to be honest. 2. Use I language. Say, I'm working through this, or I want to be transparent about what's happening. Keep it grounded. 3. Listen more. Vulnerability isn't always about talking. Sometimes it's just about holding space. 4. Admit when you don't know. Saying, I don't have the answer yet, but I'm figuring it out, builds more trust than pretending you do. 5. Celebrate honesty. If someone on your team opens up, don't shut it down. Validate it. Create a culture where real talk is welcome. So finally, vulnerability isn't the opposite of leadership. It's the heart of it. It's how you build deeper relationships, how you earn real loyalty, how you lead, not just with authority, but with authenticity. So ask yourself, where am I still wearing the perfect leader mask? What would happen if I took it off? What kind of culture could I create if I showed up more fully as me? Thanks for hanging out with me today on the Brand Verb. I'll see you next time with more tools and truth to help you level up your brand and yourself. Until then, remember, real leaders aren't perfect. They're present. Lead with heart, and you'll never lead alone.